All right, well, welcome. I am sharing my screen, so I hope this works. Right here on Google Earth, we've got a map of Memorial Designer clients around the world. Um, and today we're going to be visiting virtually with Mark H. Bott Company in Ogden, Utah. So I already typed it in, but I'll just do it again. Mark H. Bott Company. Two places show up on Google Earth, one on 12th Street and one on Washington. You're actually out 12th Street right now, right?
Yeah, we're on 12th Street right now.
All
Hey,
right, well,
Cameron.
yep. Hey, how's it going?
Good.
So I'm gonna fly us there real quick. And here we are on 12th Street. Now, Mark H. Bott Company. Just looking at your website, there are a whole bunch of people on there. I tell you what, who's the second one over? Because it looks almost exactly like Drew. Do you even know? It's
It
like your
is
great
true.
great great grandpa. There is one that is true. That's next to, your picture, but yeah,
Yeah,
that's
Philip looks like Drew, huh?
yeah, that's insane. Crazy business. All right. So just a quick introduction there. markhbotco.com is your website. And like I said, we're right here in the shop um, off of 12th Street. And your store is located, I'm going to go back to your store here real quick too. Um, let's see here. Well, actually, it's already down here. So you drive this way and come down here to your store. All
Yeah.
right. So you're not too far away from I'm just curious, production wise, why did you choose a production plant that's not attached to your store?
Originally the production was at the store. They used to pour burial vaults up there and do headstones, but it wasn't big enough. So they ended up buying property on 12th Street and from Polder Lamborn, who did vaults as well as septic tanks. And then they just started pouring vaults down here and still did stone up there. And then they were doing stone out in Wyoming, and there was no production here. Wyoming was blasting everything until 95, 96. And then we built our production plant down here so we could start doing stones.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, can you tell us a little bit about the history of your monument shop and how it got started?
So back in 1875, John H. Bott was commissioned by Brigham Young to work on the temple. And he started working in granite and I guess got pretty good at it and ended up going to Brigham City and working on a church or the tabernacle up in Brigham City. And ended up opening a monument shop up in Brigham City. And he had a bunch of boys, and they went in to work for him and learned the craft. And they ended up going out on their own. He realized that one business could not support all those mouths to feed, and so they all went out and we became Mark H. Bott Company. There's a bountiful monument that is owned by the same family, a Bott. New Art is owned by a Bott. Pioneer in Salt Lake was owned by a Bott. And they went out into Wyoming as well and Idaho. And so that's how it all started.
Ah, and you're a Richin. You are Brian Richins, right?
I am, yes.
All right. So just to introduce you, you're Brian Richins, and this is your son Stockton Richins.
Yes. And
So so
I married
generation
into the family.
wise, yeah, generation wise, Stockton, what generation are you in the
Six. Yes, six.
sixth generation? Nice. And
Yes.
you married into the family, so did you have anything to do with monuments before doing that, or was this all brand new to you?
All brand new. I married Capri, and I was going to college and doing construction. I was actually framing houses and just helped Dave a little on the side and on Saturdays, and then ended up turning into a full-time gig.
Awesome. So how long have you been, your son's pretty old now, so you've you've been with the
I've
company
been
now
here
for how
about
long?
30, just under 30 years.
Wow, that's awesome. You think
Yeah.
you got another 30 under your belt to go?
I hope not that long.
Yeah, just curious.
Yeah.
Um, well, so you're currently at your shop location. Do you want to show us around a little bit? What room are you in right now, and what are you doing there?
Oh, you can tell.
So this is the plotting room. This is where we have our flatbeds. So let me turn the camera in. So we plot from this little laptop. And then we've got a Graphtech plotter here that just has a little USB hookup. So we plot everything right here. We cut everything here. And so this is where that's all done and taken care of, is on here. You can see it's all running a little. You turn it on, but it's all Memorial Designer and everything's just on that computer. Show you that. All of our contracts that we have are just behind us. So we just organize them in months they're sold. So we know what's coming up next. Waiting on stone if it's coming from China and stuff.
We like to have a printout of the contract or the drawing that we've given to the customer, so that the guy that is pulling the rubber makes sure everything is pulled.
So for instance,
Yeah,
this is what this is here. This is the approved drawing that we've got from the family.
you can see how nice Memorial Designer does. They do such a good job, and we can draw different shapes and colors. And
So then we can see when the guy's out here pulling rubber, which will take you out there.
it is going to be a little noisy. The guys are pouring vaults right now, so
Okay.
it's going to be a little bit out the shop.
So this is where all the stone and granite are. This is all of our stencil. We use Anchor. We use 3M. So we've got 12, 15, 18, 25, and 30. We've got it on rollers. So we'll measure it, roll it out, cut it. And then we'll go in there and plot it. And then we'll just lay it out on here. And so this is when the guy comes over, for instance, this is Wayne's guard. This is the one that we're doing. And once we'll plot it and frost it, and it will pull what needs to be pulled. And so this is the granite side of stuff that's getting bankered up. We can fit 12 to 15 at a time up here. We've got all these bankers right here for all of our stone side. Give you a quick glance. This is our vault side. We got burial vault forms going all the way up to the front. That blue thing is our own cement mixer. And we got guys pouring right now currently. So I'll show you this really quick. We got cement and gravel coming in right now. So this is the burial vault side to show you a quick overview of that. These are all the lid forms coming all the way down. And these are all the vault forms coming all the way down. We try to pour every day, and we just have an overhead crane that runs all of our sand and gravel mixes that we can just take throughout the shop. So that's the vault side. We pour all of our stone and cement on this side. We take care of that just right here in this little area. But blasting wise, this is where we panel or frost, whatever you'd call it. We've got a little cart in here. We'll come in here and prop it up on this, wheel it in here. And then we just have a small little handheld blaster. You'll just sit in this chair. We do all of our paneling right here. Paneling and shape carving all takes place in here, just with our little handheld blaster. And then once that's done, we'll panel. We'll stick it over there and stick it in with, we use 3M transfer tape. We don't glue. It's just kind of cleaner. And once we put it in and pull that stencil and rubber, and then we get ready to blast, we've got an automatic. And so we go over here to our automatic blaster. So we've got sand that comes out of there and it falls through the floor so we can recycle it. And our guy that does the automatic blasting will sit behind, will just sit in this chair and run this. So this lever will turn the blaster on and off when we have air in it. This is just a fan that tells you, but he sits behind here and the stone would be propped up on that. And he'll sit behind here and watch depth, watch how many times you need to go over it. But that sand that goes down through those funnels down on the bottom will get kicked back up and it comes and really sand needs to be many times until it's pretty fine dust. And then we do get bags of sand quite frequently, but just so we save a little money with reusing sand and get bags of sand, that's what we have. So our handheld blast is over there by my dad, and then the automatic one is right here. Once we blast stone, we'll stack them over here or put them here. Or we try to pour quite frequently. Right here is our laser. We have not used the laser in, my dad said 5-6 years, probably more. So this is the laser that we really haven't used a ton. And it is for sale.
I think the last time you used it, I probably used it for you.
Cameron said he probably used it for us last time we used it. Probably. A lot of this too down here, this is where we mount all our granite foundations. So once we mount, we use granite foundation. We don't pour in cement. And so we'll do all of our mounting right back here. Everything down here is sold or in stock. So this is where all of our granite inventory is. So we try to keep all the grays together. We get out of Pyramid, China. So this is most of our gray stuff. A lot of it, some of it's sold, some of it's inventory just because we sell gray so much out here. And then everything from here down is Cold Springs or Dakota, because this is already sold. When we sell Dakota and Cold Springs, we don't really double order Cold Springs or Dakota. And so everything down here will have a name on it. Like we'll get this monument here and it's just, 2-foot slant for Wayman. And then so most of the stuff that's created is already sold. Do you guys have any questions? Any questions so far?
Colleen, welcome.
Hi. How are
This
you?
is, this is
on.
Mark H. Bott Company. They're in Ogden, Utah. And they're
Ooh,
showing us around the
Hello.
shop just a little
Hi,
bit.
guys.
How are you?
Good, good. Your shop's gorgeous.
Oh, thanks. It's a little dirty right now, but
It's messy.
Yeah, yeah.
so where are you out of?
I am out of Worcester, Massachusetts.
Oh, okay.
It's cool. That's awesome.
Okay, as far as questions, let's see. So are you importing you're going through wholesalers? Are you importing stone yourself, or what's your secret sauce there?
We import. We get a few containers a year out of China, but then we also use local, our, Georgia or Melrose or Dakota, like Stockton said.
Nice. Are there any colors that you sell that are actually local to Utah, or is there any quarrying at all in Utah?
There's quarrying, but the granite is not very pretty. It wouldn't be good for monument
or anything.
Okay. Do you find that do you have the same crew working in both vaults and monuments, or is it a totally different crew?
We have one guy that does most. Stockton can blast. We have another guy that does most of our blasting. He does go out and work in the vault area once in a while, but he's mainly doing the blasting. And then Stockton does most of the cutting.
And then the other 5 guys do our pouring, and then
Yeah, they pour and they'll go set.
and then they'll go set,
They'll go out in the cemetery and set for us.
and then pour or do vaults most of the other days.
What do you consider the benefit of doing both vaults and monuments?
A steady income.
Especially in
Yeah.
the winter, because we
Yeah.
can't set in the winter.
So
So
you're still putting vaults down in the winter. You just
Yeah, so we know that we get so much a month with vaults. We know that that's coming in pretty steady every month.
Yeah, that's nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I think it's wild that you guys are doing granite instead of concrete foundations. That's wild.
Yeah,
Yep.
so we get some
if we need to fill a container, we'll get some on coming from China, but most of it we get out of Pyramid out of Georgia. And then should we show them where we stack them outside? Oh yeah, we just stack them outside. We can kind of show you that. Like, this is most of our China side. I don't know how to turn my camera around. Oh, there we go. So this is China. This is our China side. So a lot of this, we call it China side. This is stuff that we get colors such as Paradiso, Fine Black, Ebony Mist, Blue Pearl, or Blue Pearls. This is stuff that we've had over here for a while, that it's kind of the unique shapes, the unique builds. Sometimes we double order them just so we get them, have two of them and show at the showroom. But when we get granite foundations, we're just taking you out in the back really quick. We stack everything outside. And we do have a lot of stone out here that we have not sold. This is a lot of this is from Cheyenne. The business we had in Cheyenne. A lot of this granite here is from Cheyenne.
That's old. That's a long time ago.
Yeah, this is the Cheyenne. Cameron said this is old. This has been here a very long time. Old stuff. But everything down
Wow.
here, from here down, is granite foundations. And so we'll just order all these and just stack them outside until we need them. And once we come out, we just use one of our 8 trucks we've got and just pick them up and bring them inside and mount from inside.
So how many do you, like, if you had a 3-foot base monument, like how many of those are you putting underneath it?
So you put one 4x2 foundation.
Just one.
Yep, just the one granite foundation. So we'll so they're wrapped, but they're all individualized. And so we've got a couple. These are all 3x2s here.
So we're going 3 feet deep on our foundations.
You are. Oh,
yeah, wow. we have to beat. We have a lot of frost here.
We do too, but ours are 3 inches. 3 inches.
3 inches.
Yep.
That's why I'm looking at those. I'm like, how many of those are you stacking up under the ground?
Just one, yeah. 3 inches. And granite's a lot stronger than any cement that we ever pour, because all cement's going to end up cracking anyway. Doesn't matter how good of a cement guy you are, it's going to get a crack in it. And granite's a lot stronger.
Wow.
So you have just 3 inches is all. So digging, when you guys dig, does it take forever that you're going that deep, or do you pour them on site?
It takes me no time at all.
Yeah,
it takes the guys a lot. Yeah, it takes them a while to dig it.
Crazy.
Oh,
wild.
What have I done? Oh, what have I done? Oh,
okay,
sorry.
See.
Hi, Rich.
What's happening?
Marissa's so pretty.
I know it. Good.
Yeah.
We would never get away with 3-inch deep foundation. The cemeteries would go ballistic.
Yeah, exactly.
Where are you out of?
Connecticut.
Oh, yeah. We've only done 3. We have done 4. The guys complained about 4 inches because they had to dig even deeper. So
I know 1 inch. I complain about it all the time.
And it's heavier too. It does take a lot more work.
That's right. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Your thumb gets tired using the crane.
I'll tell you what. The sawn sides are really nice though, because it's a lot easier to dig a hole with sawn sides than it is with pitched edges.
Yeah.
So just so you know, Mark H. Bott Company was Dave Bott, who is Brian's father-in-law and Stockton's dad. Dave was my first boss. That's what I meant, grandpa. Stockton's grandpa and Brian's father-in-law. You got it. Whatever. That's how it works.
So they were your first Memorial Designer customers?
Yeah, so we back in the day, Mark H. Bott Company owned Tri-State Memorial, which is here in Cheyenne, Wyoming, and that's the company that my dad managed, or it's the shop that my dad managed. So he used to do all the production for their shop back in the 80s, 90s, early 90s. So they would do all the production here in Cheyenne and then ship it over there before they built that shop. And
I actually went to Wyoming to learn how to run Corel from Cameron and Shelby and
Yeah.
Yeah,
Brenda.
that's just a long time ago. So we
Yeah.
got started building it for ourselves and for obviously for the Mark H. Bott company because we were part of that company. But when we started offering Memorial Designer to other companies, Mark H. Bott company was the first ones I went to since they were the OG, right? And so I
Yeah.
asked them if they'd be interested in updates if I charged them for it, and Brian's like, "Yeah, sure." So that's how
I
it all
love
got
it.
started right there.
Yeah.
That's
fun.
awesome.
Oh, Cameron,
cool.
just so you know, Kenworthy out of St. George asked about you and asked how we liked it. And I told him they're great. So hopefully he'll be contacting you.
Yeah, I've been talking to, it's Robert, right? Robert Kenworthy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been talking for a while. So my son just got married September 20th in St. George. And so I was really trying to get down there to see him in St. George, but unfortunately, I don't know, throwing a wedding over a weekend when you've only had 3 weeks to plan it's a lot.
Jeez. Yeah.
That's a
He
lot.
got engaged September 1st on Labor Day and married on the 20th. So
Wow,
it
that's
was a
quick.
crazy month.
Woo.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, that's awesome. They're a great company, Kenworthy.
Yeah, they're good people. And then we
All
can
right,
kind of
so
show you.
You
Oh,
showed
go
us
ahead.
the shop. Is there other stuff around the shop there that you want to show us?
Yeah, so we'll show you before we take up to the office. Yeah, so nothing with stones, just so like these are our truck layouts. We've got about 8 trucks. This is the vault side. So we, like I said, we'll pour our vaults on this side and then we bring it across this beam. And this is where we stack them, just to kind of show you a little bit about them. So we stack all the way down. Certain vaults come all the way down through here. We've got heritage vaults, the fancy Aegeans that look like marble, Oxfords, and then the Graveliner's just the basic box. But most of this, like during the end of the day, we got eight auto crane trucks that we've got down through here. And then we just stack the lids on this side. And then we've made it full circle. Once you come through, we'll bring the vaults to this side. And then this is where we do all the cement pouring for the burial vaults. So they're down there on this side pouring them, just to show you kind of what it looks like.
Yeah. Let me check.
You know, I want to
They
say that's how my grandpa got started, was in burial vaults. That's how it all started with my family. He used to work for you guys. They're doing burial vaults.
So sorry, it's just loud. Yeah, we'll pour these lids. These are all the bases. And then we strip and flip them. And this is the mixer. We got guys mixing every day. We have our own gravel bin. We got our own cement bin. We got our own sand bin. He just sits up there and mixes, puts that hopper down in that area, and they got another overhead crane that runs it. And then this is the stone side where we banker everything up. And just to show the ones that kind of showed up a little late, this is the plotting room. So we cut and plot in here, just off that laptop. And then this is where everything else is all bankered up. So we can banker up 12 to 15 at a time. And we just made a little stencil rack. So we just go 12, 15, 18, 25, and 30. We'll just roll them out. After we measure them, cut and plot them. And then I'll hurry and show them our 2 blasters. So we've got the handheld, which is in here. This is where we do. Some people call it paneling. Some people call it frosting. I call it frosting. This is where we'll frost and panel. We'll come in here and do that by hand really quick. We'll highlight it white. And after we're done paneling, frosting, we'll go stick in the rubber over there. And then this is our automatic blaster. We have the automatic in here. And so we'll have a guy sit back here and we'll put the stone on that thing. And then this thing just moves automatically back and forth until we reach a depth that we think is good enough.
Oh, so I was going to ask you, Stockton. There's something that's a little unique to your area. Is you guys also airbrush, don't you?
Yes, we do. Yep.
Where do you do that at?
All right here. So we've got it's all done right here. Yeah, the airbrush. He said the airbrushing is unique to our area.
I don't know what it is.
I
Yeah,
would say
airbrush,
that it
like
is. I mean, I see it a lot more prevalent in Utah than anywhere else.
oh, painting. Yeah, yeah. So like, so yeah, we do right. Put it away, and then that's blown pretty deep. We try to get it till it's pretty deep down to a V with our letters. I can show you a better one down there. And that's skin tracing, just taking off the top layer of polish, painting it white. There's not a really big depth to it. But to show you kind of how deep we try to go, we try to get it down to the letter Ving itself out. And then this is the airbrushing shading that he was talking about, where you kind of give it a contour,
I never used it.
some contrast, give it a little section.
That's kind of cool.
So yeah, we do that quite a bit. And yep, something like that. And then it's kind of hard to see the depth we go, but that's the warehouse. I guess you want to hurry and go to the office. We can hurry and show you the office if that's, we can hurry
You
and
do
do
the
that too.
airbrushing instead of shape carving, right? Like that's why you use mostly
We
the
still
airbrushing?
shape carve we shape carve here and there. But the airbrushing, how do we just do that just to give it a different look? Yeah. Kind of like with show some depth. Show depth, like with mountain scenes to show stuff is recessed more and the other one in front of it's brought out. We don't airbrush any flowers or anything at all.
Okay.
We haven't done that ever. And so
Do you ever
What
have
were you gonna say?
anybody complain about the paint wearing off?
oh, we tell them it's gonna wear off. Yeah, we tell them up front it probably will wear off in a couple of years.
Do you ever have to go back and actually reapply it, or it just fades away?
Yeah,
and
we have.
keep a-
Well, he's talking about the airbrush. Yeah, the airbrushing. I don't think we really reapply the airbrushing. The only litho, we've had to reapply litho over 10 years, 15 years, maybe 20. We'll do that once the litho wears off all the hard water that's out here, we'll reapply it with the molasses method, where you'll paint on the molasses and then re-litho it so it comes off. It doesn't stick to the paneling.
Mhm.
We don't do the airbrushing probably hardly ever because it's hard. Because once we cut the panel and once we cut the stencil for the stone, it's kind of hard to rematch it, if that makes sense, to airbrush it because you want it being the exact same. That's why we don't really redo it.
Did you say molasses?
Yeah, molasses method. So when we re-litho a headstone, if you get molasses with a paint roller, the styrofoam paint roller, and put it on the paneled area that you've steeled or frosted, whatever you call it, and then you paint it with your litho, and then you use a razor blade and water, it comes right off. The litho doesn't stick to the area. But yeah, so we found out molasses works. So that's how we've always re-lithoed a headstone that we brought back in is molasses.
Molasses.
And it tastes good too.
Yes.
Yeah, so then your house smells like grandma's house for gingerbread cookies or your warehouse. The warehouse center smells like gingerbread cookies the rest of the day with all the molasses you have going around.
That's wild.
Yeah.
So you're currently driving to your store location, right?
Yeah, which is about 2 minutes from our warehouse location.
All right, so I'm gonna share my screen. I'm gonna share my screen again really quick to show the map. And so you're driving from there down this way, coming over this way, and then this is the showroom down in here.
That is it.
Sweet. So my grandpa, let's see, where are we at? We're at Washington.
12th. We're on 12th and Wall right now.
Yeah, so Liberty Park.
Did you guys practice this so you knew how long it would take?
No, we had no idea. We're just winging it. 982 Gramercy Avenue. So this is just to show you all. This is where my grandpa built his house. That's actually his gazebo he built. And he had this big old garden in the back. We got lots of great memories of that. But
That's cool.
that's where he lived, and then they worked then down here. So it wasn't that far to get to work back in the
No, it's
day.
pretty nice.
And that's, yeah, again, that's how it all got started. And so if we zoom out here just a little bit, we got Utah here, Cheyenne, Wyoming, way over here. So it's about 430, 450 miles, something like that. Just drive I-80 the whole way, pretty much till you get to the mountains and head north. So they had both shops in Ogden and Cheyenne. And so we did all the production out of Cheyenne, and we were running it back to Utah, and would kind of hit up everywhere in between. So, but pretty
That's
cool
cool.
stuff. All right, I'll stop sharing now. So what do you guys think sets your shop and your company apart from any other monument business?
Reputation. We've been around so long. I think people trust us and know that we'll do what we say.
How do you think that's been instilled in, I mean, you coming in as an outsider, and now with your son, how have you instilled that reputation to still, stick around as opposed to changing over 6 generations?
Just quality of work and just letting the customer know what's going on all along the way. So we'll let them know, what's going on as far as once we get it designed, once we get the stone blasted, we'll send them a picture of it saying, okay, it's blasted now. It'll be set out in the cemetery in a few weeks, and then we send them a picture once it's set, saying, okay. So kind of keep them involved and let them know where we're at in the process.
Do you have a standard turnaround time, or does it vary?
It varies, I guess, depending on where we're ordering the stone from. But we tell people right now 5 to 6 months. We don't try to push it any. We can do it quicker than that, but we tell people 5 to 6 months generally.
Gotcha. Do you guys think that you have any sort of special services or creative touches that are unique to your shop that other people aren't doing?
I don't know if that necessarily that.
I'm just curious.
Yeah, I don't know if we do anything grand or.
I talked to your father-in-law, Dave. Sorry, I get all these names confused. Dave Bott ages ago. No, well, not too long ago, but he said that ages ago, they got the very first. I think it was the very first Gerber program, or maybe it was either the program or the cutter. The very first one west of the Mississippi. He was pretty proud of that. They had invested in that technology back in the day.
Yeah, he's still pretty proud of that. That's why when we told him we may sell it, he doesn't like it. So here's the office at the showroom. Like, this is our sign down on Washington Boulevard. Just to give you a quick overview, this is the front of it. So it's been on the corner of Washington and 17th for 3 generations. It's just never moved in here. And so this is kind of some of our outside granite we have. So people coming through here, just kind of walk through here really quick. So this is where you first walk in. This is kind of where it is. And so just to kind of show you the little history of it. So this is John in 1920. And John as his son came. So it's still on this corner. This is 17th and Washington back in 1923. And then Philip changed it to his name in 32, still in the same corner. And then Mark changed it to Mark H. Bott Company in 47. And so it's always been on this same corner. This was all of John's kind of tools when he was told to work on that temple here in Salt Lake. And so we kind of have some of the stuff here. So this is all the sons that John had. It's kind of a blurry
What?
picture. Yeah, this is him in jail for polygamy, just to give you an idea. So that's that. So we show that in the showroom. But you'll walk in, you'll be greeted here. This is just the main office. This is where we do a lot of the designing. We'll sit down with families here, pull it up on the TV. The nice thing that we like is the design computer here is linked to the computer down at our warehouse. So whenever me or my dad will design, whatever he says will get kicked to that one down there, or Audrey, our other designer. And so we all have the same access through OneDrive. That's why we also like Memorial Designers. All three computers have access to the same exact thing. We've got, okay, this is where kind of all the paperwork takes place at. But back when this was first, where we did all the blasts, or back in the day, this is where we used to do all the blasting, was in this room. Well, the actual stone was in this room. And there was a curtain here. There was no automatic blaster. You just stick your hands back and forth and blast. Yeah, and so we've got the compressor in the back, the old compressor. But yeah, so this is Dave. This is where Dave sits. There's all of his awards for like the CM president, AICA stuff. So this is where he does all his stuff. And then, like I said, usually we'll just take people right in the back. So like this is some of just the outside stone that we have. This is kind of older. A lot of people just kind of briefly glance at this, but we'll take them we usually take them just right back into the showroom to show them. And our showroom, we don't have anything that's small. We do big sizes. So you walk in, and just to give you an idea, these are all of our showroom stuff that go all the way back. And so benches, this is one of the old signs back from Bott and Sons back in 21, the original calendar that they had. But once something's sold in here, all this stuff is for sale here. We've got an overhead garage door that we'll pick it up with an engine jack, pick it up. And then once they pick it up, we just use a truck outside to grab it. And so to kind of show you some of the stone we've got in here, and this kind of gives people a good idea of what they can get monument wise or grass markers. All of our grass markers are hanging up on the wall. And so we just have them just bolted down, and so we can give them options of there, benches, special shapes. We got grass markers over on this side as well. We just line them all up, and then we do a few bronzes. There are certain cemeteries here in Utah that only allow bronzes. And so that's just kind of the showroom. And any questions, I guess, regarding our showroom at all or anything?
No, looks good.
Are there any special like shapes or things that just sell a ton of? Do you have, hot sellers, or is everything pretty unique?
Hot seller we have out here is the mountain. We've got fluted monuments. So this is the fluted monument. We sell quite a bit of these. So they've got the two flutes on the side, and it's a step up top. I guess, let me make sure if that's a fluted monument. We sell those quite a bit. And then we sell this all the time. This is our mountain shape. We do it in all colors, and then sometimes with or without the chamfer, sometimes with a polished margin. We sell that very frequently up here. People like the mountain shape, just with all the mountains around it. And then scallop shapes, we sell a few scallops here and there, but most of the stuff, 3-foot monuments, 3-foot slants.
I can't imagine the seafood's too good out there.
Yes. Pedestal benches, sell those quite a bit as well. I think what else we've got out here. Any other questions, I guess?
Do you have any memorable stories or projects that you've worked on that it just, really, I don't know, something that you've just loved working on in particular, or any?
I I really enjoy doing war memorials for communities.
Yeah.
That's probably the funnest projects. Something a little different than just the plain old regular stone out in the cemetery.
Yeah. Nice.
Certain civic projects.
Yeah, you've got some on your Facebook that are kind of cool.
Can I see your phone?
Yeah, we've done some pretty cool, like semi truck looking things, or yeah.
Oh, I meant like the Veterans Memorial. There's like a police
Oh.
memorial. Like they're
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, we just finished one for a park that they're doing like, what are they? 12 or 18 total 3-sided pieces that tell the history of Utah and this area.
Yeah.
That we're working on. And we've done the first 4. We just ordered the next 4. And then they want to do 4 after that. And it's a good project that we're doing. We got it all in Dakota mahogany granite. So
How
those are
many
some
employees
fun
do you guys
projects.
have?
How many what?
How many employees do you guys have?
Probably about 10.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Doing all the
Yeah.
vaults and everything.
Yeah.
Say that again, sorry.
Doing all the vaults and the monuments.
Yeah, a lot of the guys we have will be doing the burial vaults. Like I said, they're pouring most days. And then if they're not pouring, then we have them going out in cemeteries and setting and mounting. And then, but most times, like this weekend, like we got right now 11 vaults. So Saturdays we get pretty busy with vaults. And so we try to keep at least 8 to 10, just because we do have to work most Saturdays with the burial vaults. But most of the time we try to pour every day. And so most of the time that's what they're doing.
Right. Busy.
Sweet. Do you guys have any
Yeah.
big hopes or plans for the future of your monument shop?
Well, I know my dad, he's listening, but he's supposed to take it over at the end of the year. And then I think we want to remodel the office a little. Just because it hasn't been really remodeled much lately. Big thing I think he wants is to make the showroom. I think the first part of the entrance, just bring people straight into that showroom in the back and kind of just leave this office side up front, just the office. I think that was his big plan. He was talking about that last week and kind of this week, just about what he wants to do in the coming months, coming years. Do you have any big plans besides maybe remodeling the office? I don't know. A few things up the sleeve I haven't mentioned yet, but
You can keep them up your sleeve if you need to. It's fine. Who
We're
knows
all the
if
way
it'll
across
be
the
like-
country. We're not competition for you. Right
When we
here.
stick it on YouTube, everybody's competition.
that's right.
Oh yeah, there you go. I forgot you always record these things.
Yeah, you jumped in late. You're being recorded there.
Yay.
You might have
Oh,
to take
sweet.
it down and tell us.
Yeah, right.
That's right.
Well, thanks for letting us tour your place. I think it's fun.
Yeah,
Seeing
happy to
where
do it. We're
seeing
grateful for Cameron and all he does. We send him and Charlie lots of things to draw for us. And Brandon to bit match dates. Yeah, Brandon matches some dates that we can't figure out. So yeah, Memorial Designer does a good job.
Man,
sweet.
we're-
Well, we
Love it.
appreciate you as clients and everything you do, and hope to be able to keep our relationship strong and just growing in the future. So thanks for everything, and we'll head out for the day. But thanks for letting us jump in on a virtual tour.
You're welcome. Nice to meet you guys.
Nice
Thank
to meet
you.
you guys
Same here.
too. Thanks.
See ya.
Thanks,
See ya.
Cameron.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.